yeah, bugs I found in the Strand modeler tool. Most of these are bugs, some of them are not, but I'll call them bugs anyway because they're kind of like tricky features. So yeah, this video is about that, and it's 35 minutes long. Have fun. Okay, many things bugged out when I did this. So let's start with number one. So you create fibers and all that stuff, and all is good, and you go like this, and you go like that, and you tweak it. Don't mind that it looks like horrible, but if you hit the escape key, you lose everything. That's bug number one. Okay, let's try bug 2, which is kind of like not a bug, but it's a feature that is not that great. So I'll set this to, well, I'll grow these guys, and you know that you can create guides based on those guides. Set this to 1, and say guides, and say create guides based on the current fibers. These, nothing happens. You'll have to set this to 2. If not, no go. So this one, edge quantity 1 to guides is a no-go. Okay. So let's just clear these guys. I think they're too long. What else? So say set the length here to 100. Why not? Okay. So the other thing is the rotation. When I rotate like that, and I rotate like this, it's opposite from modeler. Yeah. Okay. Where are we at? Where are we at? Like the fourth thing now. 4, doing this. Now it's inside the body. There's no way to bring it back. I have to go to wireframe and then bring it back. There's no way around that. So it's not really a bug, but I'll call it a bug. Bug 4. I could set some collision force and stuff, but it's not that, even that's not working. So anyway, bug 4, guides go inside body. Okay, we're on a roll. What else? Okay, click this guy and hold down shift and click these. Now it worked. Okay, cool. But that will not always happen. And we don't know why. Let's try that over again. And now it works. Okay. Shift click now. No, click here. Go like that. Click this one. Hold on shift and click like that. Okay. Well, now it's working, but it's not always working. So if it's not working, click one of these, go like that, and go like this. and then you will be able to tweak them or whatever. Hold down Shift, we'll move all of them. But yeah, Shift selecting will not always work. Oh, 5. Okay. Again, they're not really bugs, but they're either bugs or annoying things. So I'm going to call them bugs. Okay, what else? Add node. Maybe I'll have to go like this and click add node. Okay, that will add it to all of them. Didn't know that. Go like that. Delete node. Select all. Now select last. Delete node. Why is it not deleting the node? Is that a bug? Probably. Select all, delete node. First, delete node. It's not doing anything. Anyway, so that does not make sense to me. Let's, oops, that was wrong. Okay, so bug 6. Delete node is not working. Okay. Let's see if I can shift drag like that. No, it's not really working, is it? Shift drag, delete node. No. That was a dumb thing to do, wasn't it? Let's hit Control Z to undo. Not working. There is no undo at all. Great. Okay. All right. So where are we at? This is fun, isn't it? Clear guides. Hey, it works. Okay. Let's go back to edit guides based on current fibers. And let's go here and say on the top, shift click and drag. Okay, now it's kind of like working. It's not selecting these, but okay. And, you know, whatever. Delete those. Try again. Well, it hit 1. I don't know why it's so damn difficult. Is that it? Sort of? Now it's selecting more than it should. So I guess I could write that as well. It's selecting the wrong area. kind of like the same, but not really. Okay, let's try that over again. Click one of these, shift click, and now it's okay. Delete. Alright. Remember, this is only Strand Modeler. This is just a small part of Fiber Effects. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, what we'll do now is we'll crank up these guys, and that's pretty good. That's what we want. I'll do this. You can actually see that it's kind of like trying to mirror somewhat, but not really. You can see that it does have an effect. You saw that, right? That it did have an effect absolutely on the other side. So there's some mirror issue here that is not really working correctly. I'll get back to that. Anyway, so do this or that, and okay, so it's not that bad. It's working. These are working nicely. When you know what to not to do, sort of, then you're kind of like, well, you're much closer to getting what you want. Okay. So yeah, what I'm going to tell you is the bug number 9. Well, just hold on. We got time. So you can see that it's definitely affecting that area, and you might say that well, you could kind of like compare this to bones, really. It's not that far away from bones, really, in the way they work. Anyway, so I'm just going to leave it at that for now, and or leave the guides alone for now. Thing is, okay, so you can see that actually it did mirror this side or this hand without me kind of like asking for it. So there's something going on in the mirroring process that is active but shouldn't be, but is anyway, and when it is, it doesn't work. So we'll get back to this. So for example, this one, mirror the axis, mirror the x-axis, and no. If you look at that, it's not really doing it. If you look at this, then you know it's okay. It's kind of like mirroring it, sort of. But look at this area here. There's no mirror going on in that area. Well, it's trying, but it's failing. So forget about that. No point in having a mirror that doesn't work. Because if you do that, and then if you're going to export a bias map, which I recommend, then the bias map is going to be screwed up, and you're not going to be able to fix it by pinning it. Yeah. that's impossible. That's like painting a normal map with the colors active. It's actually it's worse than that, but anyway, it's impossible. Unless you're like Stephen Hawking or something like that. Okay, so yeah, remember not to press escape, by the way. It will close. Yeah, so we're not going to do that. I guess maybe I could say hit OK now, and it's going to save. Okay, so it did export these, and you can see that of course this stuff here is totally wrong, so we're not gonna keep this at all. We're just gonna delete it. But I'm just gonna show you one more thing, well, another kind of like a bug, and that is if I have these guides here, see those, if I mirror those, you might go like, oh, that's smart. Let's now take this one, go to Fiber Effects, and grow this, set that to 10,000 or so with 40mm guides, and import that guide. In layer number 3, we got that guide, right? Was that layer number 3 or was that layer number 4? Maybe it was layer number... yeah, it was layer number 3. So we go, that's great. That's genius, we fixed it. No, we didn't. Because this is not importing correctly. See that? This is impossible to tweak, and the hair is actually inside the model. So if we export this or the bias map, I mean we can export the guides, but well, I mean we already have the guides, so why do that? If we export the fibers, it's gonna be screwed up, and if we look at the bias that's gonna be generated, it will be screwed up as well. So no, not a solution. So that's a problem. We can't really mirror that, which kind of like sucks. Let's see, that was this one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Both of those. Neither of these ones will work. This is one I made earlier. Okay, so what to do? Frankly, I'm not quite sure. Maybe I can try to delete some of the info and that will help. I don't know. If I paste this and I take these guys, delete those, you can still see, you can't really see it, but there is a point here, and that point is not accessible to anything at all. So yeah, I'm going to try to unweld it. Control U. Nah, didn't really do anything. Merge. Okay, it eliminated some points, but it's not really gonna fix it, I think. Let's try though. Let's just try to mirror it, see if it's gonna go anywhere. Fiber Effects, grow 10,000, 50mm. Go here, import that guide. That's guide 4. No, that's guide. Clear guides. That's 5. Did it work? No. It did import it though, but it's not working. We have the same problem. You can see that this is only one node now. That doesn't really matter much. But you can see that the here is still not doing what it should. It's not mirrored. You can see, especially on the hand here, it's not what it should be. So cancel that. So we'll call that bug 9. Mirroring guides in modeler. Well, it doesn't work. Where's Strand modeler import? Okay. So that's bug 9. Okay. So I don't think I'm going to show that right now, but bug 10 is that I'll just say the bias map will not be created will often not be created unless modeler is closed and opened. I've talked about this before. Bug 11. The bias map will not show in flat shade. You tired yet? I'm only getting started. Yeah. So there's quite a lot of stuff to do. Still, Strand modeler is actually the way to go if you want to create short fur. So, but you need to remember all of this stuff. Don't do this. Don't do that. So, also, bias map must be saved. Exiting where it won't save. something like that. If you're going to create a bias map, don't use mirror. You're better off just going like this and going like that, and from current fibers, actually clear guides, like I said, I want this to be 2. From current fibers, go back and row some of them, and that should fix the mirroring tool, mirroring problem by not mirroring, sort of. Yeah, do not mirror unless you know what you're doing. So just keep on doing this, and you're good to go, sort of. So of course this is going to take slightly longer compared to just creating or mirroring one side, but I recommend that you should do it this way. Well, actually I don't recommend it, but as a fail-safe thing, I recommend doing it this way. I think I'll try to mirror them using a hack. I'll check that out later on. Anyway, so this is covering strand molder bugs and challenges. So you can see that with mirroring off, this is actually working. Okay. And do add guides by clicking G and clicking here and going like that. G, clicking here and going like that. I'm not really sure if I should call that a bug, but that could be a benefit, but sometimes, or usually it's not really. That is that. Let's see, what's that called? And guide length is not based on current guide lengths. Lengths. So what that means is that if you set this to 500 and you hit G, guess what will happen? It'll go like that. that might make sense to you, but yeah, see here, when I shift click that, it did this. I'm not really a fan of that. Anyway, click here again, shift click, there we go, and delete that guide. So just be aware of that, at least, that that could look a bit funky. The other way to, what happened here? Hit G, click there. The other way to make that longer is simply by doing this and then turn on IK again and then keep on tweaking. I really don't, yeah, so I think that's more logic, really. Anyway, I guess that's a question of preference, but I just think that's a questionable way to do it, really. So, did I cover it all? I think I covered all the basic gotchas using Strand Modeler. So, with that, we'll hit escape. And that, of course, will not save anything. So there you go. There is another bug, or not a bug, but I told you about this earlier, and that is that these are fighting. So if I create a bias here, and it's all looking good, I can say create guides based on the current fibers, and that's good, that's cool. The thing is though that that bias is fighting, or those guides are fighting with the bias. You can't really combine them. So if let's see, go here and say 10,000, you see that it kind of like gets screwed up, sort of. But if I turn off now the bias just by hitting the reset, there we go, and there it's fixed. So yeah, the bias and the guides are fighting each other, and not all will be aware of that. So yeah.